Hello everyone, welcome back. Of course it's Angela and it is always lovely to have you here. Join me today just to do a little project for our journals. So I just want to thank everybody that's gave me the most wonderful encouraging words and the most beautiful responses to the tour video that I did. Thank you so much guys, that really meant the world for me. I really was quite nervous about sharing that with you, but I'm glad I have. Right, if you haven't seen it, it's the video just before this one. Okay, so today I'm going to use some book pages. I want to make something that's going to go into our journal, like a little insert. And I have a lot of book pages that don't have any particular pictures on them, and I'm sure you do too. So use any book pages that you have. I've got a Edith Holden one here, but the one that I was like doing my little mock-up on was just, you know, standard book pages. So, you know, it doesn't really matter even if it's from a novel. So just grab what you have. This one is an Edith Holden page, and you really need 2 pages. So 2 of those we're going to use. This one's got some greenery on the inside. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use that side or this side, but it's not one that is exciting more than the rest. And then this one has a lot of mostly text and then 1 page here. All right, so it doesn't really matter because we'll be covering it up. I will use this on the outside, all right, and probably the greenery like that. So if you've got an Edith Holden book, this is page 63 and 117. Okay, so you want 2 book pages, whatever they look like. So that's the first thing you want to grab. Then I have used my mini pages, so really it's 2 to a page. I'm using this piece over here, this half of the page, these 2 images, which I have already cut out. So they look like this. I just put this in here so you can see if you've got a printed kit or a digital, which one it is that I'm looking at. So it's those. So that's what you'll need as well. So I can take that out the way. I've also taken a piece of my background paper, which looks like this. It's like the mauvey sort of background color. I've got a bit of text paper. This is just something I have. It's not something I have in one of my kits, although maybe I should put it in there. So it's that. I'll give you some measurements for this. This is 6.5 inches in length by 5 inches across. So there you go. That's what it is in centimeters, 16.5 by 12.7. Right, so you want a piece of that. I've also taken this purple one, as I've already said. That's 4.5 by 4 3/4 inches, or 11.7 by 12.2. All right, so that's that. I've taken another book page. I've trimmed this one already. This was from my ABC of Floral. And I have trimmed this already, but it's just a page where the one image was beautiful, this one, and the other one was not really what I wanted to use, so I'd use that for something else. So it's a loose pages effectively. So anything that you have that's a loose page and maybe only one part of it you want to use and the other you could use for something else, so you want one of those. And then this is just a background page, and this measures 5 inches by 6 3/4. All right, so that's also from my kit. So it's a lot of book pages really that you want. Then the other little bits and pieces I'm using are, I've got 3 sentiments here. I've got 2 butterflies. I've picked up this piece that I made when I was showing you what I do with scraps on my collaboration video. So it was a pocket that we made there. So I'm going to put that into the project today. I've got 6 different die cuts that I've taken in various shades that mix with what I'm using. And then 3 of these little elements that I've trimmed out of the background page from this kit. So that's what we're going to use as well. All right, it's just the standard tools. You'll need a pair of scissors. I'm going to use my craft knife. You'll need your ruler probably, your distress ink. I am going to use my circle punch. This is 1 3/4. That doesn't matter. I'm just going to make a thumb notch here and there on a couple of things. Your glue, and if you want to stitch with your sewing machine, you can use that as well. I think that's about everything. I think I've covered it all. All right, so we can put all these bits to the side for the moment. We'll put that there. And we'll just move this a little bit higher. Let's start with the base of this and take these 2 book pages. Now, with the Edith Holden pages, or with whatever pages you're working with, I had the same with the ones earlier. They're a bit too wide for my page, for my signature. If I take a page that's just folded in half to show what the width of my signature is, I can't really have it exceeding beyond that point there. All right, I'm not worried about the length because that doesn't matter at the moment. But as far as the width's concerned, you don't want it to extend beyond there. For me, with an A4, that means 5 3/4 inches across. But if you've got a US letter, that will be 5 1/2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim these pages down so that I don't exceed the end there. Any width up to that point is fine, but just make sure that it's not going to exceed the edge of your signature. All right, so that's the important bit there. Right, I've got both of the pages in here, and I'm going to just put them inside each other. You can cut them separately, but I'm not going to worry. What I've measured is I've measured a 1/4 of an inch shorter than the width of my page. So mine's 5 3/4. So I'm going to cut these at 5 1/2. All right, so I have made a little mark there already. And I'm just going to take my ruler. So your ruler and knife, or a ruler and your scissors, or your trimmer, whatever you prefer to use. And I am just going to cut the edge of that off. So there we go. Right, so keep those. Always good to keep those. Right, so now we know that this will fit into the width of our signature, so that's the most important thing. Now, as I said here, I'm not worried about the height. This particular Edith Holden page is 9 inches high, but I'm going to fold it, so it's going to work anyway. All right, so decide what you want where. So I think I'll make that the inside of this particular one. Let's see. And I'm going to make this, yeah, I'll make this the outside, so that will be the outside that you'll see. You won't really see much of this. And then this one, you can have either. I think I'll have a bit of green, because green goes with everything as far as flowers are concerned. So let's put that one for the outside at the top. We'll come back to that one. Let's move this a little bit over. Okay, so what I want you to do is, first of all, is I want you to measure 3 inches from the top. All right, make a little mark, and then measure 2 inches from the top. So you've got 1 inch over here. Measure the 2 inches on the other side as well. And right, so I'm going to cut off at the 2 inch mark, not the 3 inch mark. So let's just cut that straight off like that. Yeah, now you've got your 1 inch mark left over there, your 3 inch mark. So you want to just, on that line, just take your scorer or your bone folder and score that last inch. Okay, so we're going to keep this, put it on this side, and we can now move this back. All right, so we measured 3 inches, we've cut off at the 2 inch mark. Now I want you just to fold that last inch down like that. There we go, and we can stick that down. So let's do it with our glue. Now, depending if you're going to stitch around this or not, and I think I will be, you know, it's up to you which glue you would choose to use, but I want to just get this one stuck down. I like to fold this over rather than just cut it off, because I like a nice firm resilient edge. Not resilient, but it's going to, you know, have life. So now it's a nice firm edge, so I'm happy with that. So we've got this bit here. Now to take back the other bit, so that will be the front there like that. So we want to, yeah, 1.5 inch mark. You want to just make a little mark on that one. So let's just, here's the 1.5 inch this there, and then you want to just do the same over there. Okay, and then again, get your ruler out and a bone folder and just score at that 1.5 inch from the top. So it's there and there. And you just want to score that like that. Okay, so not difficult. There we go. Is that the right side? Oh yeah, I want to fold it this way. Right. So this is the side that you're going to see. This is the side that you're not going to see. And then this is going to be on the front. Okay. So there we have it. Now the last thing to do is on this bit over here at the back, go and close that quickly. This is the bit where you'll sew it into your signature. At the top here where we've got our fold line, what you want to do is you want to just give this a little cut with your scissors. All right, so now when you cut, just move it just a hair's breadth away from the edge, because you don't want this flap to be caught into the signature. You want it to open and close easily. So I'm going to just, I'm eyeballing it here. I'm just doing this at an angle like that, and then where it comes to that bit, I'm just going to cut it off that way. Okay, and now all I want to do is, you can take the piece or fold it over, whatever you prefer. Just going to take this bit here, line it up with this side, just so that I get the same angle. You can fold it over as well, probably easier to fold it over. And then I'm going to just cut that to the fold line like that. Okay, so job done. We've got our two flaps over there, and as you can see now, they're not going to be hindered by any stitching in. We've got our little bit here with that we've stuck to the back, and we are going to have that as the front. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Now I'm hoping that these are, they're a little bit too short really. Let's just, I want it to be a little bit higher. Yeah, that's better. So I think I'm going to just take another 1/2 inch off the base here. Right, so let's just do that, 1/2 inch. Right, so now when I turn over my flaps like that, they should touch. Yes, okay, there we go. So we have now made ourselves two little pouches with little flaps coming down like that. All right, now this is nice thick paper, so you don't have to cover this if you don't want to. We'll see how we go. All right, and then this at the bottom is going to be a lovely pouch to put things in, and because we folded that over, it's nice and strong. Now my suggestion is you can go and decorate these, and if you're going to do any sewing, then I would do that probably now. What I'm going to go away and do now is I'm just going to stitch across there, right round to the edge there, from that point to that point, round there. You can also, if you want, stitch or glue that center bit there as well. All right, let me go and do that, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Welcome back. Gosh, so here we have it. I have just stitched from there right round. I didn't stitch up there. I did actually put some glue down there, but only halfway, because this will be stitched into my signature, so I'm not worried about that. Now all you need to do is, and you've seen me do this before, is just to make this nice and flat, make the stitching lie not look like it's got those holes in it. Just run your bone folder or a knife over it, make those holes. It does sort of sort it out as far as holes and lying flat's concerned. So there we go, we've got it looking nice on both sides. Okay, now we're going to do a bit of decorating here. So as I said to you, Or let's start on the other side, I think. Yeah. So for this side here, I'm going to take this piece of text or whatever, another book page if you have one. I've got this other piece here as well, and then I'm going to take that little pocket and stick that on there. Yeah, so let's put that together quickly. And on this side, I'm going to take this background piece, and I'm going to take this piece here. I'm just going to mount this on here because the book page isn't that thick. All right, so let's just do that very quickly. I'll put that to the side. Yeah, I'm not going to stitch this, so we can just trim it to fit your paper and go from there. Right, yes, I did, as I said, had the overwhelmingly wonderful support from all of you after showing the tour of my little craft space. And I promise you, it's smaller than it seems, but it does work for me. And, you know, I can find everything here and do what I need to do in here. And I spend predominantly most of my day up here in this room working on my journals and projects and things. So the only thing I don't do in here is I can't fit my computer in here. So my computer is downstairs, where I've got a sort of like a desk that's built in with my sitting room. So that's where that is. Right, so I've got that there. Now you could go and stitch around that, but I'm not going to do it. So that's the one. And then with this, I don't think I didn't distress this for some reason. So I want to just do that. Yes, and so I do my computer work downstairs. So it's nice to have a little bit of a change of scenery. But I do spend many, many hours every day, literally every day, in here. And it's nice because you've heard me often talk about the trees and, you know, the seasons and how everything's looking. I watch it all change throughout the year. Right, before I stick this down, I want to make this a pocket, I think. Is it going to be enough? Yeah, I was going to do it on the side for this one and on the top for that one. Okay, so you want to just fold this in half. Just a little pinch there to know where the middle is. Now that's when the punch comes into play. I just want to, not that much, but just want to do a little thumb notch here. So that's enough. And then we can just ink that a little bit more. And then with this one, the same. So I'm just going to pinch the top there, just so I can see where the middle is. And do pretty much the same kind of thing there. Okay, so there we go. We've got that there, that on there. So let's just stick this one down. So we'll hold it on the punch side and then we put some glue on the other three sides. And this will make a side pocket. So yeah, I love a pocket and a secret space, as we all do. And you know, you just can never have enough because there's always lots to store in them, isn't there? Photographs, cards, letters, just all sorts of exciting things. Now before I stick this down, she says, while she has stuck it down, I'm just trying to gauge that I've got it pretty central. It'll have to do. Right, so there's that one now, and you got your little pocket in there. Then I thought I'd put this on the top here, move it slightly off the base, and I have no idea what I'm putting in these because I haven't prepped any ephemera, but I'm sure I'll find something before the end of the video. Yeah, so that we've had all the seasons this week. I don't know if you've had the similar, but I promise you, where we went from sunny days on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday we've had snow, and now it's sunshine, blue skies. The snow has gone. I mean, it's just unbelievable what we've had happen here this week. I honestly thought spring was arriving, but I was very mistaken when I got up on Wednesday. No, was it? No. Thursday morning, and the car was thick with snow. Thick with snow. It was unbelievable. So yeah, I didn't see that coming in the morning when I looked out the window. Well, they'd mentioned we'd have a bit of cold weather and snow, but I didn't think it would be where I was, because I'm in the middle. But yeah, it was really thick. And then even yesterday and this morning I woke up, it was still white outside, but the sun has appeared. And there's no snow in sight, so it's unbelievable. Right, we're going to just then centralize this little bit as well. And I had fun making this with the scraps, so always good, even to keep those thin ones. You can make all sorts of pretty things with them. So we've got a pocket there now, a pocket here, and a pocket there. Lots of pockets. On this side, we're going to make a side pocket with this as well. So I'm going to just notch, I might not notch it. I want to just see quickly. Right, so we've got this here. Let's move it down a little. No, we'll leave it there. Do I notch it or do I not? I think I'm going to have to. So let's do it. Just do it. That's what we say. Right, a little bit of inking here. Oh, that was quite a lot of inking actually. Right, and we're going to just stick that one there, and then these look beautiful and we can put whatever we want in here, so can't complain about that. Right, I'm looking forward to a lovely weekend. I've been working on my next kit, which I'm very excited about, so I hope that you will be too. I am waiting towards the end of March to do so, because I'm fed up with Royal Mail. I just wanted a week or two of peace. So yeah, they seem to have be sorting themselves out now, which I'm very happy to report and tell you. So yeah, they do drive me crazy with all the things, and it's stressful. It's stressful for everybody and frustrating. I feel frustrated for you guys, so anyway, it'll be worth the wait, I promise. Okay, so we've got that there. I'm loving all those pockets. We're going to turn this over now, and we're going to put on these two little goodies. So I thought this one over here and this one over here. And we've got the green peeking out, which is perfect. I think I might just trim these off just a little bit on the base. So let's do that quickly. Okay, so just put some little bit of ink on here. We've got Crufts that started this week, and Crufts is that excellent dog show in the Birmingham area. It's one of the best in the world, I believe. Shame the dogs were, bless their little hearts, they were doing their thing even in the snow yesterday. How cute is that? Very diligent. Right, so I think we're going to stick those down just like that. So I'm going to do that straight away. And then we can put some little decorations on, and then we're pretty much done. So yes, lots going on at the moment, and I'm looking forward to spring, as I'm sure we all are. I don't mind winter, but I think it just gets to the point in your year where you think, oh, I've had enough of the cold now and the rain and whatever. I just need some better weather. So we're there now. So I definitely am. So I just want to have better weather. I want to dry my washing outside. Who likes drying with their washing outside? It's definitely so much better than putting it in a dryer. I never put my washing in the dryer. I usually stand up by the upright, indoor heating. But yeah, I don't. I prefer it when it's drying in the fresh air and the sunshine. Yeah, it smells better, doesn't it? So yeah, I hope that everybody's having lots of fun and, you know, doing all the things you hope to do. I know that we'll be doing a lot more of those things when, as I said, when we've got the better weather. So yeah, I'll stop talking about the weather now. Yeah. Okay, so let's stick. I almost stuck that upside down. Gosh, I just quickly checked to see if I'd done that with that one. Can you imagine? Oh, right. It can happen. Right, I like it with the green behind there. It sort of just sets it off. Okay, so there we have that so far with a flap there and a flap there. While I was sewing, I did go and tear off some scrappy bits that I thought I might end up putting here. I'm not quite sure yet. Just random hand tearing them. Probably need to go this way, that's what it is. I might put those on there. I'm having a little think about that. So that's that. But in the meantime, I'm going to put on some of these little die cuts. So I'm just grabbing 3 of them here, and I'm going to just stick them down over here. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a sort of purpley one on this side, I think. It'll have to be on this side. That neutral one underneath, and then a nice pink one straight up the middle like that. So something like that, there or thereabouts. They made me, yeah. Okay, so I'll put those down over there, and then I've got another 3 for the other side. So I'm not going to waste your time doing that. I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when I've done it. All right, so we're going to stick those there and those over there. So I've just stuck these down now on the sides there, and I'm just going to put on a couple of bits. So just these that I cut, these little elements that I like to cut out of my background pages. I'm going to put 1 on each side. Well, 1 on the one side and 2 on the other. So I've got the little book stack, and I'm going to just put that at the bottom there to sort of just finish it off there. And then I'm going to put the little teacup, or coffee, the cappuccino I should say, and the cookie with the bite. I'm going to put that on the other side. So that's going to finish that off nicely. And yeah, while I was doing all of that, I had to get up for Abby. She wanted to go outside, get her ball, that's what it was, and she wanted my attention, so I had to go do that, answer the door and everything else as well. Can you believe what you got to do when you've got a pet? But you do it with love, don't you? All right, so I've got all of that down there. I got these little butterflies out. I was going to put them on, so again, cut them out from the kit. Yeah, so we've got the one there, and then I'll repeat this one on this side. So yeah, gotta love a butterfly, don't you? It's a sign that spring is close for me. That's what I think of. Right, let's put it there. Okay, so that's looking lovely. Who would say that there were book pages underneath there? Yeah, never would. Of course we know there are. Right, we've got our lovely, these are really sturdy and I like that. So those are looking great. I'm going to put on a couple of sentiments. So I've got a book a day keeps reality away, and I'm going to stick that over here because I think it just needed something. Now I did look at this all and think, should I put those little bits onto the flaps or not? And I was thinking, how am I going to close them? But I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just let the signatures do that. But you could put in magnets if you're brave. I'm not, so I'm not going to go there. You could, you know, put on some Velcro spots as well. Or the little circle coin things with a brad, which I don't know what they're called. The coin envelope closures. Rainy days should be spent at home with a cup of tea and a good book. Bill Watterson. Absolutely. That one is going where the shop is. And then I like the friend in a good book. That sounds great. So we'll put this one on. Let's get it there. Okay, you can always find a friend in a good book. I think so. Right, so I love how those have come together. Those look really great. Do we want to put these on or not? Possibly. I think I will. So I just hand tore these from scraps lying in my tray. So yeah, just to fit the tops there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some lace on top of these as well. And that's really going to make it nice and pretty. Right, let's go like this. So we've got it nicely sorted. So we don't want it near that fold line. So there's the one. And here's the other. This way. I think I would leave it if it was the writing was the right way up, but because it isn't, it'll bug me. So we've got it the wrong way. We've covered it up now, so now you're none the wiser really by the time I'm finished here. Okay, so we've got those little bits on, so that's great. And then I'm going to just take some of my lace. So just unwinding that there. I'm going to just put a little bit like that in the middle. So we can just take our scissors, and I need two of these lengths. This was an afterthought, so I do apologize. It wasn't on the plan, but you know, these things evolve as we're doing them half the time. Okay, so we want to put one over there, I think, and one over there. And then it's just a case of putting in our ephemera and the job's done. I'm using my fabric tack, so I'm just cleaning the nib here quickly. Right, so let's just get that one down. Let's move it over a bit. I'm going to have to angle the trimming of the edge, so just want to get it a bit straight, you know, as straight as I can. And then this side as well. Right, so we've got that there. There are little bits and bobs here and there. We just want to get that. And then we can just trim those off with our scissors. And we have our project pretty much done. All right, so there we have that. How cute is that? You've got your little pockets in there that are really sturdy. We've got our little bits at the top there. This is a decorative bit, and then on the back of that you want to just take your bone folder. You can put closures on, as I say, but with everything going into the signature, I think it's going to hold it closed anyway. And then I'm going to put some bits and pieces in here. So this is what I've found. I haven't finished them off yet with ribbons or anything, but I will. I got a tag that's going to go in there. I've got two little bits of ephemera that are going to go in here. And then I've just taken these two journal cards, and I'm going to put the one in here and the one in here, like that. Okay. And that will be nice and flat. I will put a ribbon in that one. That then can go into your journal signature, and you know, it's going to be a lovely place to store your little notes and ephemera and goodies. So yeah, with those angled bits here, at least it's going to open easy, so easier. All right, so a nice little journal insert for your journal. How cute is that? And from book pages, any book pages will work. All right, everyone, that's our little project for Friday. I hope that you've enjoyed that. Go and have a little bit of a play with this. I do have a sale going to run on my mini journals. So all the mini journals that I've ever made up until this point, I will have on as a sale in my Etsy and in my website shops. That'll be the printed kits and the digital kits. And the reason for that is I just thought it would be nice because we've got the UK have Mother's Day coming up on the 19th of March. I know that's not the case in the rest of the world, but there's also Easter coming up. And if you remember the Spring is Sprung little mini journal with the bunnies, I think that would make a gorgeous little journal gift for any of your grandchildren or children. And I just thought that it's a perfect opportunity with everything, all the sort of occasions coming up, that would be perfect, quick little makes that you can make for the grandchildren, especially because, you know, not everybody has or likes chocolate. I mean, my children weren't fans of it when they were younger, but a nice gift to give instead. Right, everyone, so go and take a look for that if you're interested, and I will see you on Sunday again with another little project. So have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye bye now.